Good morning, Quantum Leap listeners. It's Diane Covington. Happy Wednesday. So are you guys excited about this bingo challenge? So here's what I'm finding is that it's giving us something specific to concentrate on. Otherwise, we're kind of like, should I be booking calls? Should I be doing faces? We know what we should be doing, but then doing it is a whole other thing, right? So I'm going to ask you guys to play at two different levels. If you are a very hobby consultant who's just kind of hanging out in Mary Kay, making money is not really a focus. You're here for the kumbaya and the camaraderie and the personal growth and the self-development, like all of that. Then I'm going to say is definitely do every single weekly challenge and make sure that you set yourself up for success. So, for example, last week it was one posting, which you had complete control over, but doing a new face. And if you only booked one and the morning of the facial, she called and said she had the flu or couldn't come, then you might have missed the goal. So I'm always about doing a second booking because, Mary Kay always says half of them hold. So I booked two. They both happen to be double facials. So I booked two double facials just in case, and they ended up both holding, which was great. So for this week, so if you are in this for kind of the minimum, then I would say do the minimum. If you are thinking 2026 is my year, it's my time to step up, my time to be better with my health, my time to choose better food, my time to literally love life, like play full out, that kind of thing, right? So if that's you, then I'm going to suggest strongly that you up it. So for example, let's talk about this week's challenge. So one of them is to use our app with somebody. Now, I think the AI Foundation Finder tool isn't working. Now, maybe it's just my phone, but I can't get it to upload correctly and to do its thing, which is unfortunate. But maybe you can get it to work on your phone. But there's also Skin Analyzer. There's also Mirror Me. So here's what I wanted to say. If you are doing the minimum, then definitely make an appointment with one client, bring your phone, have them do the app, all of that kind of stuff, which will be super, super fun. And you can get that part of the bingo challenge done. And then, of course, sharing the core opportunity with somebody you don't know. It doesn't mean like some random person on the street, but it could be a new person you facialed last week. It could be somebody that you maybe has bought from you once that you don't really know and you've never talked to about the opportunity. It's great to just get you to step outside your comfort zone. So for those of you who are doing the minimum, go for that. For those of you who want more, who want to step up, who go, I want red jacket, I want DIQ, I want directorship, I want to be mentored, I want the camaraderie, the girlfriends, the extra cash, I want leadership, directorship. Then I'm going to suggest that you take everything that the company asks you to do and triple it. So when they say to you, share the app with somebody, I'm going to suggest that you share it with 3 people. So you're probably going to need to book 5 or 6. And here's what I would do, is I would look at the Skin Analyzer and think, okay, who has bought from me in the last 12 months that is not on a skincare system? They might be buying retinol. They might be buying eye cream and eye makeup remover. They might be buying pieces of stuff, but they're not on one of our skincare systems. I would say to them, oh my gosh, Mary Kay has this amazing new app called Skin Analyzer, and I need to get the input of 5 people. Could I borrow your face? It just takes, the whole appointment's like 5 minutes. I'll scan your skin. It'll recommend a bunch of things, and I can walk you through those. And if I have samples, I'll give you samples. And so I'm thinking if you did that with 5 people, Skin Analyzer, or let's say someone's on skincare, and they've been a client of yours for 3 months or 3 years, and they've never bought makeup. They don't do CC cream. They don't do lipstick. You could say, oh, my gosh, I want to learn how to master this Mirror Me thing, so can I come over? It's okay to have foundation and stuff on, but don't have any other makeup on. And I'll take a picture of you, and we'll upload it, and we'll try different color looks. And maybe take a lipstick sampler or 2 with you, or if you have the color cards that we used to have, bring those. But some way to get them excited about expanding what they're using of Mary Kay. Does that make sense? So what would happen if you set up 5 appointments for the app and 3 of the 5 hold? And what would happen if you shared the opportunity with 5 people? Well, what's going to happen with that instead of just the one is the results are going to blow your mind. You're going to get sales and bookings from the app. You're going to get likely a team member or referral from sharing. So if you shared it with 5 people, and you might go, well, Diane, how do I share that? Well, what I would do is I would start with a text, and it says something like, hey, happy 2026. It's Diane with Mary Kay. Are you staying healthy? Because everybody out here in California, everybody's been sick with colds and flus, and I don't think it's just California. I think it's everywhere. And so you're just trying to get her to engage and respond. If she goes, yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, actually, I am well. I had a cold over Christmas or whatever. And then I would say, if you want to share the opportunity with her, I would say, I would love your input on a 4-minute video from our company. And for that, you can have any mineral eyeshadow in our entire line for free as a gift. Or you could say you can have an eyeliner, or whatever you want to give her, right? And say, all I need you to do is watch this 4-minute video and then let me ask you 2 or 3 quick questions. And she's like, okay, I'll do that for a free eyeliner, lip liner, whatever you're going to offer. You have to realize time is money, and so you got to sometimes give. So what you do is you send them the video. I think it's called Mary Kay Turns 60. It's I think it's on Video Lounge under shareable, but it's not called Mary Kay Turns 60. It's something. So it starts with the women that are doing like this little climbing statue, little looking thing, and then little fire, like little. It has every ethnicity, every age. It's only 4 minutes long. I know you'll find it. It's in Video Lounge. And it's kind of a generic thing about the company. So I would send them that. And then say, so that one of the questions I am going to ask you is, what did you see on the video that you didn't know about our company? And so, and I would jokingly say something like, and so pay attention, no sleeping or multitasking while you're watching it. It's only 4 minutes. And they'll go, okay. So you send them the 4-minute video, and what that does is it opens them up to the possibilities. If they have their nose in the air or they don't know anything about Mary Kay, the company, it'll help them see what's possible. If they're of different ages, because on that video they're from 18 and probably 80s, every color of skin you can imagine, every age. And like I said, it's 4 minutes. So I would just ask them, what did you see on there that you didn't know or that impressed you? And then they'll tell you. And then you can say, what do you love the most about your current situation with work? And she might say, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Well, what's the best part of being a stay-at-home mom? Oh, I love my quality time with my kids. And then I always say, what do you like the least about staying home? Or what do you like the least about being a caregiver, or whatever their occupation is? And they'll tell you the shift, the money. Write down exactly the words of what they say. And then once you ask them those 3 questions, what impressed you the most? What do you love most about your job? And what do you like the least? Then I would say, let's say her name is Barbara. Then I would say, Barbara, I know you might think this is crazy, but I'm hand selecting a team of women that I want to work with. Realizing that some might want to be in Mary Kay just for the 50% discount and some might want a side business. But could you ever see yourself being a part of this company in a million years? Like sometime in the next 20 years, could you see yourself doing this? Or getting the discount? And especially when you make it the next 20 years, that's very no pressure, no big deal. More than likely they'll say yes. And if they say yes, then I would say to them, what part appeals to you? I'm assuming the 50% discount. And they go, well, absolutely that, but also freedom and flexibility or whatever it is. Now, if they say, no, I can't see myself doing this, and I say, well, what I'd love for your help with, Barbara, is you now know a tiny bit of our company. Can I give you just a 1-minute synopsis of what I'm looking for in somebody, because I'm expanding my team, and I don't just want anyone. I don't want to put an ad in the paper and take anybody who shows up. Here's what I'm looking for. Do you have a pencil? And she'll grab a pencil or pen and say, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who loves people. I'm looking for somebody with integrity. I'm looking for people who want to make a difference in their family's life, in their life, in the lives of other people. I'm looking for somebody who is, and you can add whatever you want to that. You could say faith-based. You could say driven. You could say whatever you want. Don't make it too picky and sound like you're judging, but the more specific you are, the more they realize that you just don't want anybody, like a negative Nelly or a, whatever. And then so I would say to Barbara, so Barbara, those are the traits that I'm looking for, and I think that you fit all those traits. Besides, I'd love to have you on my team. Does a 50% discount, though, entice you a little bit? Because if I really want Barbara on my team, I'm going to nudge her a little bit in that direction. And she'll say, yeah, the 50% discount sounds good. I just don't want to run a business. I say, well, do you know, I joined just to get the 50% discount, and I really didn't do anything for the first 18 months. I held one party in my first year. One. It was a disaster, but I held one. And then my situation changed within 18 months. All of a sudden, I was done with my master's degree. Now I had a student loan. So what went from I just want the 50% off to being, I could pay off my student loan. Then I literally dusted off my starter kit that was under my bed and had been there for a year and a half and held a party or two, just because I knew that I could take half of my sales and pay off my student loan. So I'm curious, is this something that you might consider? So I'm not going to sit here and talk her into it, because I tell people, I'm not going to chase you. I don't chase people. People chase me. And so Barbara's like, well, I don't know, Diane. I said, well, if you aren't sure, aside from actually giving it a try, because that's the only way you're going to know, is there an unanswered question that I could answer? And they'll usually say, no, not really. And I'd say, okay, well, do you mind if I ask you to just take the pillow test? Pillow test is sleep on it. This isn't like I'm asking you to get married. I'm not asking you to invest $25,000 in a new venture. I'm just saying, do you want to try this? You can order as little as $225 once a year, and you can go any place you want. Would it be okay if I just text you tomorrow to see what your thoughts are? And she'll go, yeah, that'll be fine. And say, okay, do you want me to send you a catalog or anything else to look at? And I would send her the flyer that shows her the $35 start and the $90 bag. And they have those on Mary Kay in Touch as well. So you guys could take this bingo challenge and just do the minimum. And that's okay. Do one app and one sharing the opportunity. But what if you did 3 people with an app and you shared the opportunity with 3 to 5 people? Your results are going to be unbelievable. And isn't that what this year is all about? All right, you guys, have a blessed day. I hope you guys take this to heart. Go make it happen, because you can.